In the section 1.1 homework, problem number 35, we're asked to find two positive angles and two negative angles that are coterminal with 75 degrees. So just to get a visual of what that looks like, if this is our 75-degree angle, two positives will look like, so it goes this, an angle that starts at the initial positive x, that's our initial side, goes all the way around and still lands at the same place. So you can see that's 360 plus that 75. So that gives us, for one of these, we can get our original 75 degrees, and going a whole 360 around again gives me a coterminal angle of 435. But I need two positive ones. So I'm going to do that again. I'm just going to add another 360 on. So if I just kind of continue this line and go around all the way around again I'm coterminal, but I've added another 360. So there's two ways to think about that. You could think of it as just adding a multiple of 360, or 2 times 360, to get whatever that is. Or since we've already done some of the math, I'm just going to start at that 435. Since we've already added 360 once, 435 plus 360 is going to give me, and these will give me exactly the same number, regardless of how I decide to do it. I get, let's see, 5 plus 0 gives me 5, the 3 and the 6 gives me 9, and the 4 plus 3 gives me 7, so 795. And if I had plugged in this other way, I would also get 795. So two different ways to think about that second positive angle. So we got our positive angles. Now we need to get two negative angles, which means from that 75 degrees, we want to be coterminal again. So negative means that we are going down from the positive x direction. So this initial side, right, that's our initial side, but we have to go negative. So if I want to be coterminal, I want to stop right there. So it's almost going all around the whole circle, except I'm 75 degrees short. So that one I can find with starting with 360 degrees. Actually, I'm going to be consistent with how I did it above there. So our 75 degrees and going minus 360 degrees is going to be coterminal. So that gives me, I'm going to make sure I don't make a calculator error here. So I'm going to grab my calculator for this one. And I get 75 minus 360. That's 285. So this red angle here is 285 degrees. And then our fourth angle, we need another negative, so let's do orange. So I'm just going to keep going around, another time around, so that's another 360. In the negative direction, I was going down and around. So another 360. So I'm going to subtract 2 of these 360s. Or as I showed you above, we can just start where, since we already subtracted 1, we could just start at negative 285 and say minus 360. These will give me the same answer. So starting at 285, I just subtract another 360. That negative 285 was already in my calculator, so I can just keep going. And then I get negative 645. So there is my two positive and my two negative answers. Don't forget your little degree sign, like I did. And that is the final answer.